So when I'm bored, one of the things I try to cure that boredom is look at spooky stuff. You know, play some Dead Space, watch some spooky videos, try shit at 2 AM in the morning. But with me watching all these spooky stuff, I was remembering all the stuff I was scared when I was just a young, little autistic boy. So I got 10 things I was scared of when I was a kid. The first stuff is going to be like understandably stuff, like, oh yeah, understandable you were scared of that. The last 4 is gonna kind of be like, dude, you serious? So without further ado, let's begin the video with, if you don't know who the Rake is, it's basically a monster that stalks people for years, learning all they can on that person just to kill the person at the dead of night. Basically, think of that one creature from that analog horror, but a little less creepy. I never knew about the story about the Rake, so I thought it'd be fun to try to remember it without looking anything up and see if I remember it correctly. A lady goes to the woods and finds the creature and escapes with her life. And when she goes to bed, the creature is right next to her. And I think she dies? That's what I remember of him. Sure, there are tons of stories of this guy. And if you think you can actually fight this dude, he's about 6 feet. He's 6 feet tall, so good luck with that. Now, the story didn't scare me of this guy. Okay, sure, it may have added fuel to the fire, but the fire started when I saw this photo. When I saw this, I don't really know, it was like 10 years ago, but I can say for sure I was terrified. And it's not even the Rake, it was just a monster from like a teaser trailer for some game. However, due to this, what is that script writing me? Jesus. Back in my old house, there were 2 big ass windows in my bedroom. Most of the time, the blinds were always wide open, even at nighttime. And these 2 windows are on the opposite sides of the room. So for the entire time, if I woke up too soon, and when it's dark, I feel like I'm playing FNAF 4 trying to make sure that thing doesn't come to my room. I mean, come on, do I really have to say why? Smile Dog is a creepy picture of a dog smiling at the camera. The backstory of this picture is that you'll get an email of it, and if you don't send it to everyone you know, and I quote-unquote, he will come and take a visit. And you'll be thinking of this image forever. And even though this is not real, I can hear the movie company in my brain. Now, there's 2 pictures of the internet of Smile Dog. The one I grew up was with this one. And let me tell you something. I'm looking at my dog right now. They're not supposed to look like that. And that's the reason why my autistic little brain was scared of it. And that's why I have a pit lab instead of a husky. Now this one is really obvious. I don't think I need to explain what SCP is. Everyone in their internet knows what SCPs are. And so let me talk about the ones I was scared of. SCP-173. Now these are kind of just like the guys from Doctor Who. But look at this bitch. And it snaps your neck without even moving a muscle. Who wouldn't be terrified of this person? And SCP-096? I can't describe him. I'm not risking that shit coming at me, because if I'm just sleeping one night listening to me Halo ODST music and then just BAM! I'm dead. I don't want that happening. However, there's a pro to all of this. SCP-999 helped those nightmares. So it balanced between the universe basically. Do I really have to explain this one? This is just some model that someone made for art, is what I would have originally said. But as it turns out, this thing would show up in videos that would first look kid-friendly, you know? So I made like a full-on video about Peppa Pig, like, you know, like those like kid-friendly videos. Then it will change the video onto that face telling the kid to hurt himself with this weird, creepy voice.
Mama, Mama, Mama's gonna kill you.
So zombies were one of my biggest fears, and I'm not talking about the Last of Us zombies or stuff like that. I'm talking about being infected, like a disease type of thing. I'm like talking about 28 days later type of zombies. That's what I'm afraid of, because we don't even know they're actually dead. What if they're still in there in pain and such, and it must, like, that's like their personal health. And just the aftermath of the infection. Everything will look dead or just filled with people who are dead. Who would want to eat there? And one of the worst parts is you can't trust anyone. You might be the one who's getting sacrificed or the one who's going to be killed. And the transformation of being infected. When you get bit or blood transfers, you're done. And now you have two options. You can let the infection spread. It could be painful or not, you don't know. Or you could just end it right there. One more thing about zombies that I might as well bring up. In Half-Life 2, when you burn a zombie, this plays. But if you reverse the audio, this plays. God, help me! If you don't know what Treasure Island is, it's an island that was bought from Disney. Think about it as Disney World, but on an island. Anyways, in 1999, the place was shut down and left abandoned to this day. And now it's called Discovery Island. So you may be wondering, why is this island so creepy? Why, hello, creepypasta. So someone made a creepypasta on this island. The story goes where some dude explores the abandoned place and messes around with the costumes there. The Mickey one gets up and asks the man if he wants to see his head come off. And, you know, the story never scared me. Sure, it was chilling, but it was never like, we're gonna crash! Type of story. Would you look at that? When this game came out, there was a fan-made game called Five Nights at Treasure Island. And now looking at the game, it looks like shit. And honestly with you, I think that's the reason why it scared me. Everything in this game feels like they're not belong here. I mean, like, look at it. Look at this. This is the biggest jump scare that got me. It was this one. And it doesn't even look like it's supposed to be here. That's probably why I was terrified of this game. Ah, Godzilla. You know, the video is privated, but I did make a video about Godzilla. So, just watch this, crappy top 10 Windows Maker video I made about my favorite Godzilla movies. Anyways, I used to watch the old Godzilla. I'm talking about the costumes, and I'm talking about him going to space and dancing type old. And there was this one movie that they made called Godzilla vs. Hedorah. This movie was just about pollution and how it's a no-no. Yeah, if you don't know about Godzilla, after the first movie of him, he kind of got kid-friendly. But anyways, what I'm about to show you, it's the most scariest monster they made throughout Godzilla movies. This is Hedorah. I just pissed myself. This monster was too scary for my little brain as a kid. Now I'm going to show you a clip of this guy. You guys know what I saw? I saw if you go under this guy, you turn into a skeleton and you die. That's where it scared me. And I was fucking terrified to go outside for a while. I was scared that if I go outside, I would look up and see the beast and turn to a skeleton. And here's the funny thing. Keep in mind, in the movie, this happens. Okay, this one's gonna be like 10 seconds because I only need to show one thing. This picture scared me as a kid. It came from the Mario ROM hack creepypasta. That's it. It scared me as a kid, and that's basically it. Let's move on. Here comes one of the embarrassing things that I was scared of. Jeff the Killer is a creepypasta where a kid gets so bullied that they burn his face. That makes him go psycho. And now he is a serial killer where he wakes you up and tells you to go to sleep before killing you. He's just a fake serial killer. That's it. There's nothing else cool about him. He can die, I think? So, like... But this face scares me. And here's the thing about this face. No one knows where it came from. There's like an entire bounty right now to find the original image. But anyways, back to me. I was so scared, but yet so into this man that I watched those shitty OMG, Jeff the Killer has been found in real life videos. And those got me even more scared. So, a round of applause to this fake serial killer. My granddad was in the Vietnam War, and yeah, I'm scared of this. I don't even want to talk about it, it's that stupid. Sonicexe is a creepypasta. Can you guys see the pattern? The story goes that someone got an unsealed version of Sonic the Hedgehog and played it. And as it turns out, it's cursed! Woo. And all of the characters get killed by Sonicexe. And then I think it kills the player? It's so fucking stupid. However, keep in mind, I'm autistic. So that's what I was mostly scared of when I was a kid. There's some stuff, like, you know, like the original Herobrine, Slenderman, all that. But I decided to talk about the ones that were mostly embarrassing. But yet, some of them you're gonna be like, yeah, you know what, it's okay to be, you know. But I decided to save the last thing for last. I saved the, I need help. I save you guys one more thing. I decided to ask all my friends around and ask them what was their things that they were scared as a kid. Hope you guys enjoyed this part, and I'll see you guys next time.
Spiders, bugs in general, clowns, heights, clowns, and girls.
Girls. I was scared of boys.
Heights? I hated that.
Oh, okay. Green food spiders, Chuck E. Cheeses, and squirrels.
Mirrors in the dark.
Ooh, that's pretty creepy.
Indeedly, or very tall trees.
Bugs.
Sonicexe SCP-096, that one handy stitched up image from Toy Story.exe. Ben Ground, Lavender Town Syndrome 0 from Denperman.
Okay, I was terrified of Freddy Fazbear and Laura Fuhrer. I hated dolls, Slenderman, the dark, robots. My biggest fear is I was scared of that one Santa, and I was scared of the Russian sleep experiment Smile Dog or whatever his name was. I was scared of Bloody Mary too, and Justin Bieber. I have a good explanation. I think that's it.